Peace, family. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm so pleased that you have tuned into African Diaspora News Channel. As you come in, please come in liking, sharing, and subscribing to this amazing network and broadcast. Beloved, listen, we have, yes, you know how I do. We do, unfortunately, have another close counter Becky, close Becky encounter. Somebody talk blast, close Karen encounter. So many different brands. Watch this. You must see this latest one. And I'm going to tell you why this account really is taking these white supremacist female encounters to a whole other level. Watch this.
Trying to be nice. Ma'am, I'm right here. Are you going to get off the aircraft or are you going to sit there and scream? I'm just asking. Because it's going to be your turn. I got to pee. I got to get off of here. Ma'am, I'm trying to... I'm watching you attack her. You go out of here. Thank you. Excuse me, I work here, ma'am. Well, I need to get off the aircraft, please.
Family, I know. I have taught you how Becky regularly, consistently weaponizes her tears. It is an actual weapon. It's a part of the white supremacist arsenal. Somebody talk black to me. This is no joke. Now, we know that there have been untold numbers of encounters with Karen and Becky and Gretchen and Jill and them that have turned out to be fatal for our people. We know that some of their lies have actually started battles and wars. It's caused our neighborhoods to be destroyed. It caused lynchings. It caused black men to be mutilated, lynched, tortured. Are y'all hearing me? It's been the cause of the destruction of whole black towns. So this is not something cute. And I'm going to continue to point these things out. Why? Because we're at war. Some of you get confused because you're in America and you see parks and recreation signs. You think because people play bingo and because there's a laundromat and there's a Walmart and a Macy's, you getting all of that confused and not understanding that this is still a battlefield. It's very real. And you've been made to believe that the wars across the waters, the wars in the Middle East are more important and should take precedent over the very serious and near 500-year battle that the black woman and the black man have been in America. This is so important, and it's quite dangerous not to recognize that first and foremost, we're at war, and you must be familiar with the types of ways we have been destroyed and are being destroyed. Are you understanding me today? Now, what's so fascinating, you may be saying, well, Vicki, my God, this was crazy. What's so fascinating about this particular Karen encounter is that in other situations where we see Karens lying, like that one Karen, I was at one of the Manhattan parks or something in Manhattan, this black bird watcher, the sign said that they were supposed to have the dogs on the leash and she didn't. The bird watcher asked her to put a dog on the leash. She got mad because the man asked her to comply with the rules and put the dog on the leash. And she told him she was finna call the police and lie and say he attacked her. But he recorded her saying it. Now, she didn't call the police and tell the police, I told him I was going to do this. No. The difference between that situation and other similar Karen encounters is that the people that's supposed to hold Karen accountable, the police, and in this case, the flight attendant, this Karen actually schemed the fake attack in the presence of the people that holds her accountable. So the flight attendant, in this instance, because she's on the plane, the one that's responsible for determining whether or not you finna fly, the one that if she heard about the story later on would have to make a decision on what to do, you did it in you faked the attack in her presence. These Karens have lost, these are Karens gone wild. Isn't that a TV show? Them different kind of shows that say so-and-so gone wild. This is a whole, just give me credit for it. This is my show called Karen's Gone Wild. This takes the other Karens to the encounters to a whole other level. She fakes the attack in the presence of the people that's can kick you off the plane and can encourage the airline police and law enforcement and so forth to bring charges against you. And you're doing it while you're being recorded. But to do it in the presence of the people that have the power to kick your funny looking self off, and you are funny looking. Somebody talk back to me. You did it in the presence of this is how you know white privilege is real. White privilege is so real that they can fake and scheme in your presence and make you think you see it something else. So when she screamed, you're supposed to adjust. To be like, oh, okay, I'm in this fake world with her. I'm in this hallucination world. So she's screaming. So she want me to go up in her tainted mind where she's clearly touched. Where she on the scene. On the scene, I see her getting ready to attack her sister. And fake like she being attacked just by screaming. Now, I don't know if y'all follow me or not, but you guys know I give all kind of white supremacist training. And one of the trainings I offer, somebody talk black to me. Y'all don't be laughing at me. One of the many trainings that I offer is the Karen training. And that is particularly for black women. So sis, when you out there and you're in a situation where Karen is trying to hem you up and she is trying to weaponize her tears, let's say that y'all at the bank somewhere and she's lying saying that you did something, sis, and you know that she didn't do it. So she's sitting down talking to the bank manager and you sitting down there with her too to have this conversation. And the manager is right here, and this is you right here, and this Karen. Karen busts out screaming and hollering, just out of nowhere. So while y'all sitting there talking about what did and didn't happen in her made up lying wonder mind, Karen is lying, and then Karen starts sniffling and crying under her breath. I have taught you that the moment Karen starts to cry under her breath in the presence, this is you, sis. The moment Karen started doing that, sis, while she's on like a 2, you better take it all the way up to like an 8. So the moment Karen started crying, you don't look like the manager and everybody else looking and start asking her what's wrong. You start to figure out how you can switch all the attention to you and take over and shut her down. Don't shut her down, sis, by screaming and hollering and putting your hands on your hip and stuff and telling her you're going to put you got to learn how to level up on her. When Karen starts to sniffle and cry, she started to weaponize her tears. You start saying, oh! Look to the right. Look to see what she's doing next. So when Karen started doing that, you start saying, oh! You start crying. But you holler a little bit with yours. Karen gonna say, but Karen gonna have to look at you and be like, Karen gonna be like, I've never experienced this before. What is she doing? I'm the only one that's supposed to know how to weaponize his. You're gonna do that. Then you're gonna start saying, oh! Then you do your shoulders. You start doing this. Oh. Sis. And while you're doing it, you slightly look to your right just to kind of see what she's doing, but you're still crying and you're shaking your shoulders. Karen is going to be so throwed. That's from the dictionary. I didn't say thrown. I know that's the proper English, but there's a such thing as a dictionary and a victionary. There's a dictionary and the victionary. This comes from the victionary. That's my book of words. So she's going to be thrown because you just sucked out all the air. But sis, you're going to take it to another level so she can't go further with her lies. So right when you start to do that, you start doing your funeral cry real hard and loud. That's going to suck out all the air, whatever attention, that Karen was expected to get out that situation. What you getting ready to do, you finna take it to another level. You just gonna totally squash her life. Watch what you finna do next. After you level up your tears and you scream, holler, you take all the air out of what she was doing, you gonna turn around and ask the manager for a Kleenex. Watch this. This right here is finna take it all the way out. After you level up your scream, you start screaming and crying. Then you start asking for some Kleenex. You finna kill it right here. Watch this. You ask for a bottle of water. You ask the manager to get you a Desande. Watch how you just gonna shut it down. This Becky in this situation not only schemed in front of the people that's responsible for holding her accountable, which is the flight attendant, but the flight attendant saw her try to attack the sister, and the flight attendant said, "I see you trying to attack her." And then then she tried to get snippy with the flight attendant. Remember? And the flight attendant said, "Get out." The flight attendant pulled down her mask so she could see her good. She said, "Get out." I told her, "Get off this plane." Becky done lost her mind. Y'all need to be ready. Warfare defense comes in all forms. Because some of y'all think this is a regular war. No, baby. There's rec centers on this battlefield. There's a Wall Street. There are hospitals. There are junkyards. Somebody talk black to me. Don't get it twisted. Be aware. And sis, take this training serious. Brothers, if you're watching me, make sure that every woman in your life gets this. This is one of the most effective ways to shut Karen down and to prevent her from succeeding in weaponizing her tears. Somebody talk black to me. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want every woman that's watching me now. At the end of this month, I'm going to be a keynote speaker at womenofwealthweekend.com. Please go to womenofwealthweekend.com. I'm going to be one of the keynote speakers during this amazing conference, the last Saturday and Sunday of January. If you're watching this during the time frame, join today. Sign you up, sis, your sorors, your nieces, your sister, whatever woman in your life, sign them up. Meet me there. I'm going to be talking about spiritual wealth. There are going to be other Black professionals there. They're going to be talking about how to think like a millionaire, how to make more money on your job, how to protect and increase and grow your money, how to have an additional form of income online and so forth. You don't want to miss it. I'm so excited about my contribution to talk about spiritual wealth because it has begun to change my life and my purpose, especially being someone with a medical disability, and with me having medical help now and things that I need to do, and how it's been assisting me in getting other forms of medical assistance. You don't want to miss it. womenofwealthweekend.com. It should be in the link or posted or pinned somewhere in this bio. So in this show. Thank you so much. My name is Vicki Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. That's Vicki X Dillard, and follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki.